Welcome to the validation tutorial. In this tutorial, I'm going to teach you how to choose the gesture that best fits the VAC scores. These VAC scores were generated from your previous input in the evaluation part. So we're going to do the same that as we did before. We're going to copy this address and we're going to paste it in our URL bar in a browser, and then we're going to proceed to log in. So I'm going to copy the credentials, and you should do the same with yours, and the password. Once you sign in, you will be presented with this information over here. So at the top, you will see the same progress bar as before, which will tell you how far along you are in the validation process. The next thing you will see are a VAC, a score, and a command with 9 examples. So you are going to select the gestures you think correspond to intuitiveness 0. So I'm going to proceed to explain what does this 0 mean. This is the score for intuitiveness. These scores range from 0 to 1. 0 meaning the lowest and 1 meaning the highest. As a visual aid, we added this thermometer over here so you could visualize better the values that are in between. So what does lowest or highest intuitiveness mean in this case? So out of all of these gestures for switch panel left, you are going to choose the ones you think have the lowest intuitiveness within this set. So to play out the videos, you're going to do the same. You can just hit the play button on the bottom. And as in the other phase, you will be able to play them all at once if you need to, or just play one. Once you've seen them all, you will proceed to select the gestures you think in this case have the lowest intuitiveness out of the group. You can either select one or you can select a group of them. The group you select in this phase will pass to the next round, and the idea is to end up with only one gesture. So if I click submit, I will have the same 5 gestures that I chose before, but I will be presented with another VAC. In this case, it's ease of motion and it's also the lowest. So I could play them again and select the movements that I think have the lowest ease of motion. I'm going to randomly choose 3 and hit submit. And then I would be presented with iconicity. So now we would proceed to select the gestures we think have a score of iconicity close to 0.25. So here we have the thermometer again in case you need a visual cue of how much 0.25 would mean overall. And we would select the gestures that we think match that score. Since in this example we only have 3 VACs, what will happen is that for the last VAC, the system will force you to choose only one gesture, because the idea is to keep one gesture at the end. So you proceed to choose the one you think fits this score the best and hit submit. After that, you will receive a new set of gestures and you will repeat the same process. You don't need to go throughout all of the VACs to choose the gesture you think fits the best. You could definitely just choose one and then submit and change to the next gesture. So in this case, for example, for zoom out, you would choose the gesture that you think has the highest ease of motion. So you would again play all of the gestures and out of the pack, choose the one that you think has the highest ease of motion. It could be one or it could be more than one. And you would proceed to do this until you complete all of the gestures that were assigned to you. Notice that the color changes every time your command changes. So this also serves as a visual aid to let you know that you have changed the command. When you're done, the system would simply tell you you were finished, and that would be it for the validation part.